Law Enforcement's Abuse of Power by V. Nguyen and Leanna Adamet. When an officer is sworn into duty, they promise to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of their state against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that they will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of their state, and that they will take their obligation freely without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that they will faithfully discharge their duties of the office of police officer of their city, acting to the best of their ability. Yet recent actions show police officers breaking their sworn oath. On July 17, 2014, Eric Garner was taken down by 4 police officers for selling single cigarettes for 50 cents. He was then put into a chokehold for 15 seconds. How can we learn to trust our local police departments when they are allowed to commit and get away with their excessive lethal force? On April 13th, in San Bernardino, Francis Pusick was chased by police officers for 2.5 hours. After surrendering, he was tasered and kicked 17 times, punched 37 times, and hit 4 times with a baton. You can find a statistic for just about anything. But if you want to know the statistics on police brutality cases in recent years, there is almost nothing to be found. Even then, the information is not accurate. According to the Director of the Justice Department, police officers are not required to report officer-involved shootings to the FBI. It's voluntary. From the Supplementary Homicide Report in 2012, there were an estimated 670,439 cops that had contact with 53,050,790 citizens. Of that population, there were 26,000 complaints filed on police officers for use of excessive force. David Klinger, a University of Missouri St. Louis professor who studies use of force, states constitutionally, police officers are allowed to shoot under 2 circumstances. 1. To protect their life or the life of an innocent party. On November 23, 2014, 12-year-old Tamir E. Rice was shot by a police officer for holding a pellet gun. He lifted his shirt and the officer opened fire. And 2. To prevent a suspect from escaping, but only if the officer has probable cause to think the suspect has committed a serious violent felony. We must ask ourselves, are we allowing police militarization to occur on our homeland? We live in a community where police brutality cases are not as common, but it is an issue we should be aware of. If we don't speak up for what is right and fight to change the way police officers are governing cities, then we won't see change in other communities.